Okay. Welcome to the vocabulary words for week 2, unit 3. Make sure you get your words, your paper folded and all that kind of stuff, all right? Okay. Remember what we're doing this for, to get it to reading and writing, get you better at it, all that kind of stuff. You'll notice it's kind of interesting. We're at Griffith Observatory today in L.A. We'll show you some pictures of L.A. in a minute, but if you look back behind me, back here, it's the Hollywood sign. What do you think of that? That's pretty cool, huh? All right, well, let's start with the first word. It is consented. Consented. Go ahead, pause it, write it. All right, the definition we're going to use for consented is, consented means you gave permission or agreed to something. All right? Okay, go ahead and pause the video and write your definition. The example we're going to use for today is, Rachel's parents consented her to go on the trip. I wonder if the trip was to Griffith Observatory or to LA. Interesting. All right, go ahead and pause it and write your example. All right, your question for today is a synonym. Remember what a synonym is? You're going to have to make sure you know that before you, start this. But here's your question. What is the synonym, or what is a synonym for consented? Go ahead and pause the video and write your definition. All right? Okay. And here's our next word. Our next word is accompany. Accompany. Go ahead and pause the video, write it. Look, the Hollywood sign is accompanying me. Just thought I'd let you know that. So here's the definition. Accompany means to go with. To go with. Go ahead, pause the video, write your definition. All right, the example we're going to use for today is, the cook decided that a salad would accompany the pasta. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video, write your example. The question we're going to ask you is where do you accompany your parents? And I want you to pay attention to that, because I want you to give me some good stuff. Give me something new. Give me something that nobody else will have. Don't put, I went to the store with my mom and dad. Come on. Give me something different. All right? Okay, pause it and write that definition. Our next word, you notice we're behind the Griffith Observatory now. So that's where, it's a great place where some great movies were filmed here. So we'll have to talk about that also. But our next word is descended. Descended. Go ahead and pause the video and write the word. All right, descended, the definition we're going to use is, descended means to have moved from a higher place to a lower one. That means we're going to have to go down, because this is on top of a hill. So go ahead and pause your video and write the definition. The example we're going to use for today is, we descended the stairs to the basement. Go ahead and pause the video, write it. And our question is, we just had a synonym, now we've got an antonym. So you guys are going to have to remember what these are. The question I have is, what is an antonym of descended? Go ahead, pause the video, write it. All right, here we go. Our next word is despair. Despair. Okay, the definition of despair is lack of all hope. Ooh, don't want to have despair when we're doing stuff at school. Okay, go ahead, pause it, write it. All right, the example we're going to use is, the general surrendered his army in despair. Go ahead and pause the video, write it. And here's your question. Looks like somebody is in despair because there's a helicopter going over. Interesting. Here's your question. How could you help someone in despair? Some problems are going on. How are you going to help them? Go ahead, pause the video, write your definition. All right, those are the first 4 words for week 3, or unit 3, week 2. Go ahead, get them done. We'll see you.